Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love? What hold this heart?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tyrant of the Dark Star. I'm Aubrey, your GM. I'll tell some of my players to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and then I think we have a fight to get to.
Hi, my name's Aki, pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Gravewing, who is our monk kinesist. That's it. That's all you get to know about her. Oh, also uses she, her pronouns.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth, our Dampier, Dandy, and Rogue, who uses she, any pronouns.
It's me. Hello, I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I am playing Eurideux. Just Eurideux for now. They also use they, he pronouns, and they are going to be our blood hunter.
Hello, I am Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alouette, the Nephilim, I think is what they're called now, thaumaturge, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, I am Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Alistair Whiskerfield, the renowned wizard and investigator who uses he, him pronouns also.
Well, one last thing before this fight. We have another question. This one posed by Alyssa in our headcanon chat was, where does your character feel most at home? And of course, because Alyssa asked this question, I will make them answer first.
The answer that I wrote for Laeth is nowhere. She does not feel at home in her body, so how would she feel at home in any sort of place? And I will pass it to Farris.
Fine. I think I said Lou is at home in her home, the ancestral Valair house that she has lived in all of her life and spent 98% of her time in, because obviously what else would be home except for the only place you've ever been? Normal. Oh, Dustin. Sorry, it said Dustin. I panicked.
How is this? Okay, I understand.
No, gee, look, the curse passes, okay? Because you were dropping my fucking government names like 2 episodes ago.
Okay, as if people can't guess that one anyway. But yes, sorry, Dusty.
So I think Eurideux doesn't really feel comfort. They don't feel comfort. So I feeling comfortable somewhere, I don't think is the thing. Not to riff off Alyssa's answer, but they also maybe don't feel comfortable in skin, but I'm assuming for a very different reason. Allegedly. Aquino.
1, I accidentally bit my bun into the shape of a butterfly. The rest of you can't see it, but it is very butterfly shaped. Unintentional entirely. 2, Moth Mom feels at home at her home. Specifically, home is where her family is. So, unlike these sad motherfuckers, my home life's great. I got issues, but like I don't bring them home. That's a lie. I bring them home. It's just everybody knows how to handle them because we communicate. Unlike the 3 people that just spoke, because there's something weird going on. That should also maybe be brought to light eventually. You could do a Pirates of the Caribbean thing and just do it mid-fight. You know, like not like fucking what's her name?
Elizabeth Swan and Will.
Yes. I wanted to say Emma Swan. That's the wrong blonde bitch. Wrong blonde bitch that was into Pirates. Somebody take this. Who did fucking go yet?
It's Sparlock.
Sparlock.
Me. Yes, so Alistair, I was going to go like at home with a book, but I don't think that's quite the right like feel. So I'm thinking less at home with the book and more at the bar trivia night with the book.
Does he participate in the bar trivia, or he's just listening, reading his book?
No, participating in the bar trivia, and like half of the answers are wrong, but in a way that they're kind of right.
What's true plus true? The government's corrupt. We know this, Alistair. You're not wrong. But that's not what we were asking.
It's not the answer this time. Point for participation.
Okay, who would like to take the reins of telling everybody what happened last time?
I gotcha. Last time we had combat. No, wait. Yeah, we had combat, which is alarming because we're about to do the same thing. We had a battle of ghosts. Nope. Ghouls and ghasts, the other ghasts, which are worse than ghosts, maybe. It was bad. We survived, though. We didn't die. If you want details, that's what the episode is for. Importantly, though, we learned a new fun fact about Gravewing lore. Again, you want to find out what it is? That's what the episode's for. But it was cool lore. It's like the coolest lore, and you're gonna be sad you missed it. So, like, go back, I guess. Nobody died. Alistair almost died, but he didn't. And then we finally had some conversations. Nihil admitted to being a cannibal. That's not a spoiler. You all know this. And Yuri and Laeth were interesting. Also, Alistair probably has school fever, and we're not going to ask about Yuri, who is totally okay, and we're certain that role meant that he's fine. Anyway, we all went downstairs. Things were fine and normal until we opened the doors, and things were not fine or normal. There's a lot of baddies in here. There's a guy in here. I think I have the other half of his horns. He's gonna kill us. He's mad at us. We're fine. That's what happened last time.
Yes, and we're gonna get right into this because I made my players roll initiative before we started, and yes, everything will start off with the Dread Doctor himself, Talis.
Stop it.
As Talis, the last thing he said before everything was, "I knew that Akos would betray me." And you see this tieflings with purple skin standing in front of you with a broken horn, wearing a mask and a long coat. And he is going to spend his first action to stride forward And as he goes, he reaches down and pulls off this cylinder from his belt and twists it. And he is using his second action to do Quick Bomber. As he throws bottled lightning at all of you.
Hey.
As
Now,
he
hey now.
twists this cylinder, you can see the crackling of electricity, and he just throws it at, we'll say, Laeth.
Hey, we can say something else.
No, Laeth.
Yeah.
Laeth first. And that is a 25 to hit you.
That is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. And so, Laeth, you are going to take 9 electricity damage, and you will become off guard until the start of your next turn. And Nihil, Gravewing, and Lou, you will also take 1 electricity splash damage. And for Talis' final action, he pulls another cylinder off of his belt and twists it. This one starts to crackle with flame. And that is his turn as he readies to throw another bomb at you. Yuri, it is now your turn.
Hello, hi. Eurideux, weapons ready, is now very concerned for the safety. I, with my first action, would like to use Study Enemy. Recall knowledge. I get to use my monster lore for this. I don't know, would that be as applicable?
Sure.
That's a 5 on the dice, so that's a 10.
Versus who?
The main dude. It's a recall knowledge check, so I think that has to be, it's like a 15, right, for a success.
Yes.
Okay, so that
that's
was
not going to
a
get you
success.
anything, but it's not a critical failure, so you're not going to get false information.
Beautiful. How, from our position, do I just see this guy?
No. You see cages all around the laboratory. There's a massive one filled with a winged creature, and most of the rest seem to have ghouls and ghasts and of the type. You are certainly not alone in this laboratory.
Who's next to me? Lou's next to me. Okay. So, Aubrey, I have a thing that I normally couldn't use while fatigued. We discussed outside the game that for this fight, you'll let me use it. I'll just get 1 level of doomed. That is an offer I'm going to take. I think Eurideux is going to look at Alouette and just say, be careful of the things in the cages. I'll distract the big guy. And is going to take their coat off that has their weapons in it. And for listeners, just a quick warning about some body horror. I am going to use my hybrid transformation for my Blood Hunter. It's 1 action. And as soon as the coat drops, Lou, you'll be the first person to see it because you're right next to me. Eurideux's hands start to elongate, and you see that their fingernails are turning to deep silver claws, and Eurideux starts to grow taller. They think I grow from their 5'4". I think they're now growing to like 8 feet. You hear bones cracking. Their horns on their head are twisting and sprouting new like branches as they get closer and closer to look like a stag or a deer. And their face is becoming distorted and elongates to that closer of a deer as well. Mouth growing, jaws opening wide, sharp teeth. And they look like a combination between a werewolf and what did I say that haunts Eurideux? Decaying stag. I think that's the look. And they grow to this feet, and they kind of just let out this like snarl, and I'm going to use my first action to run up to the dude. Oh, my first action, my last action of this rounds as I try to. I failed to study enemy, so 25 feet. So, and that is Eurideux's turn. They dropped their weapon, by the way, because they can't use it.
Yeah. Well, next is one of the ghouls in the cage. They move over and sort of start bending the cage, and they're going to attempt to force open the door. With the sound of sort of bending and breaking metal, the door opens. And then, let's see, what does their... And then they will spend 2 actions to cross and stand in front of Nihil. But that is all of their turn. And then somewhere in the back of the laboratory, you hear skittering sounds. As another ghoul has to spend their entire 3 actions to move closer to you. This one looks fresh. And that'll bring us to Laeth.
Laeth does not have time to process whatever the fuck just happened to Yuri. I think that her, like, is this the ghoul fever? Is this what happens? But her instinct, I think, is to confront the doctor. And so she will run forward past the horrible Yuri stag. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties with moving my token. Okay, there we go. She will move to one side of the doctor. She will use her dagger, sort of feint at trying to actually... Maybe this isn't a feint. Aubrey, would it be possible to use a disarm to, like, or just to try and attack, like, his bandolier and cut that rather than attacking him, even if it's just, like, it drops on the floor and he has to spend an action to, like, pick shit up or something, or possibly everything explodes and Laeth dies?
Luckily, they're slightly more stable than that. That's why they're kind of in the cylinders. They have to be open before they're considered unstable. Yeah, you could attempt that. I would say it'll be a crafting check versus his reflex DC.
Okay, I've got a +1 to crafting, so I'm going to go ahead and not do that. I think that She's going to feint as if she is going for the bandolier and then redirect at the last second and try to stab him in his facial region near the gas mask. So that is 22 on the feint versus his perception DC.
That will succeed.
Okay, cool. And then for the stabbing, should have gone for the crafting check. Fuck, it was a nat 20.
But yeah, a natural 20. That's going to critically hit. Well, this one's very fitting. It's called Hand Wound. Until healed, the target is clumsy too and can't use one of its hands.
Let's go! So, yeah, I think that she aims for his face and sort of, as by instinct, like raises his hand to block, and she sort of stabs through it for 18 damage.
All right. And it'll bring us to Gravewing.
Hello. Okay. Let me see here. Nihil. Okay, Gravewing is going to use her first action to run up behind the ghoul that is attacking Nihil. As she does this, I think she can catch a glimpse of Laeth basically stabbing the fuck out of the doctor. And so, as a free action, Gravewing's just be like, nice stab. And then we'll turn on to the ghoul. We will... Flurry of blows is what we'll do. What is my... Oh, okay, it's back there. Does an 18 hit? Sorry, does a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit.
19 will hit. Dope. And...
I imagine you're doing your stunning strike.
Yes.
All right. I did roll fortitude thinking you were doing that. I got a nat 20 for 28.
Yucky. Does a 17 hit?
Let's see. A 17 will hit.
17 will hit. Sorry, keep looking at my friggin' arm. Let me roll all the damage together. Pretty good, pretty good. For 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Boom, boom. It doesn't get stunned. I got one more action.
Good. I don't know how you think you could always recall knowledge or just go crit fishing.
That do I want? One second. Don't want to attempt it.
You do have it flanked right now.
I do have it flanked. Could I maybe attempt to trip it instead? I know it still counts as multi-attack.
It's still going to have the penalty, but yeah, you can definitely attempt to trip it. It'll be an athletics check versus its reflex DC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, an athletics check straight up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Still with the minus 10. Because it does count as an attack. No, wait, minus 8, because... Yeah,
it's finesse, right? I was going to say finesse. Not 10. Actually, that is the better thing for me to do. So yeah, trip it. $16 to trip?
16 is not going to trip.
Mm-hmm. Worth a shot. Mothon's just going to wail on him a little bit. Try and kick
at its legs, but it's a surprisingly fortified ghoul.
It's got a good stance going on.
It is called a ghoul soldier, right? So, I mean, technically, yeah.
And we come to another ghoul. This one will spend its first 2 actions to flank Laeth. And then strike out with its jaws. For a 19 on the dice for a 26.
That is a hit, barely not a crit.
Okay, can you give me 2 fortitude saves?
Don't I get special privileges because I'm an elf or something?
You don't have to make the second one. You have to make the first one, but not the second one, because you're immune to paralysis.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Yeah, you're pretty sure you're fine. And yeah, you're going to take 2 piercing damage as this thing just sort of gets you on your ankle. And that'll bring us to Alistair.
Yes, so I walk in here, and the first thing I wonder is what the hell is that big old woman bird looking thing on the left-hand side? And I will take one look at it and devise a stratagem. Recall knowledge. Are we feeling occultism, arcana, religion?
I would say occultism or religion.
All right, so I will go with occultism in that case. Recollections. So that is a 17.
2 for on the dice.
Or 28.
Yeah, you
I was reading.
can ask 2 things.
So I'm going to ask these in character and give you some leeway on how you think the best way to answer that. Because the thing, what is that and how do you kill it? Interpret as you will.
It is something that used to be a person and is now mutated into some sort of creature. You can't tell too much. There's a veil covering its face, and it has large, dark wings and long claws. And how do you kill it? With extreme violence.
I love that, but maybe I should ask a more specific.
I mean that technically is answering. I'm answering a immunities or weaknesses. It has none.
Okay. No. Okay. Yes. I appreciate the. And yeah, I will go ahead and. Say something about it, but yeah. So my 14 for my devise a stratagem roll, and I will use that to take a shot at it. Why was that not drawn properly?
Don't know.
All right, and that gives me a 24 to hit.
A 24 will hit.
And I just got off another game in Starfinder, so my brain's trying to use that interface for 9 piercing damage.
As it is hit, it screeches out a noise. Lou, you've heard this noise in your nightmares.
Ooh, that's normal. Normal things to dream about.
Mm-hmm.
And for action 3, I'll reload.
Sounds good. There is another ghoul in the back, and we'll spend all of its actions to try and get closer. And now it is the Raven Mother. With these long, just sort of bird-like claws, it opens the door and will, with the sort of giant flap of wings, briefly take flight as it closes the distance, slamming down onto the ground. Everybody within 5 feet of this thing needs to make a reflex save or be knocked prone. And that includes the ghoul that's close to it.
Hey, benefits for us.
I got a dirty 20.
I should save my hero point. I'm going to save my hero point. I should save my
You're
hero point.
more than 5 feet away from it. You were fine, Lou.
I'm more than 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just assumed it was in the vicinity, so.
And Alistair, you are also. But Nihil will.
Oh, good.
Okay. 1 second, because I'm doing the rolls and now I'm doing the math. And I believe Nihil has a 23. Yep, Nihil's a 23. And Mom has a lot. Let me see. Please be good. Ooh, it is. It's dirty 20.
Right. Dirty 20 is. You all succeed, but you will be counted as off guard for 1 round. The ghoul failed, so the ghoul is laying on the ground now.
Yay.
And for her last action, there is a tail that comes out of nowhere and strikes at you, Lou. For a 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, sure.
As this sort of claw on the tail hits you for 12 damage.
That's enough. I gotta do math.
And Lou, it's now your turn.
Okay. Ouch. Wow, a lot just happened in that last round that's still going on. I think Lou's still processing the fact that her cousin just turned into a monster. And there's some part of her brain that's like, hey, is this what they meant by family curse? Question mark? Screaming, bad, terrible. But there's somehow more monsters in the room and perhaps more crucial things to deal with. So she just got hit. She's standing next to some friends. And, you know, it's combat. It's the beginning of combat and it's Lou's turn, so she's gonna scream. As per usual. And she's going to... I'm going... Click. I'm gonna look at my feet. Thank you. She's going to exploit vulnerability on, I guess, the bird. The bird woman. And so I'm gonna do that. You're retired. You're not allowed to fight in this anymore. That's the third time you've rolled that number. The number being a 6. For a total of like 12. Hold on, let me see. Okay, for this is esoteric lore. So for a total of 15.
15. And that's just the standard DC for your level, right?
Yeah. Yes, esoteric lore against standard DC for its level.
Its
Not mine.
level. No way.
I do have all sorts of things that can happen if I fail this, which I didn't realize, and we haven't been doing. My bad. That's on me. I did not scroll far enough, I guess.
It is not going to be a success.
Is it a failure or a crit fail?
It's just a regular failure.
Awesome. Oh, wait, hang on. This may not be so bad. In failing to recall a salient weakness about the creature, you instead attempt to exploit a more personal vulnerability. You can exploit only the creature's personal antithesis. I do that all the time anyway. Your unarmed and weapon strikes also become magical if they weren't already. What kind of failure is that? That's incredible. I love this. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't get specific information about the creature.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't need it. It's not useful to me anyway. So yeah, personal antithesis. I believe last episode I mentioned Lou had plucked a feather or two in secret. Yuri's distracted, Laeth distracted. Everyone seems super distracted. What a great time to just pull out a fistful of those. Because feathers, that seems right. And then she's gonna attack. Yeah, we're gonna attack. Yep. She's gonna throw a card at it with feather attached. Okay. Much better. New dice. 22.
22. A 22 will hit.
Okay, excellent. Okay, and then that's gonna be one. Yeah, that should be 7. 7 damage. As she chucks a card and stabs into the bird with a card. And rings a bell about it. And then I think I'm going to recall knowledge. Can I do that? I know Alistair kind of already did it, but can I do it also?
Yes.
Okay. Eurideux has no immunities or weaknesses. Or resistances, I think. What do I roll to recall knowledge on this sucker?
Either religion or occultism.
Can I roll curse?
Yes.
So that's going to be a 22.
A 22? You can ask one thing.
What's its highest save?
Highest save is reflex at a plus 13.
Sure. Yeah, Lou will shout out to the general group. I think the bird is very fast. And that's my turn.
All right. And we will come to another soldier who will spend... Let's see, how far is it? Do they have to spend... Oh, they can get there with one action to put Gravewing in... Well, Gravewing was already off guard, but now is considered flanking. And this one has a sword, and it is going to swing it at you, Gravewing. I don't believe a 17 will hit you.
Nope.
Okay. First one does not hit. They will try again. For another 17.
Nope.
It certainly did a lot on its turn. Now it is on to Nihil.
Okay. Some questions. The ghoul that is currently being flanked by Gravewing, so the one that came out to Nihil at the very beginning, it's prone now. Does that mean I'm technically not engaged with it as Nihil? Like, if I were to, like, I could just leave. Okay, thank you. Second question, because I pay attention to when Tick does this. How high are the ceilings?
The ceilings are like 30 feet up.
30 feet up. An additional question. Where the fuck are the walls on this map? Because it's actually a little bit hard for me to tell based on, like...
The walls are, essentially... you see, because it is imagine this is 2 levels. So this is high enough that it's got 2 levels. It's essentially got 3 levels. It's got sort of a below level where you see all of the
bodies and the
all
blood,
the failed experiments and stuff. Yes, and then it's got this level, and then it's got sort of a catwalk level above it.
Okay. Dragon Age, Inquisition, in Hush Whispers. Got it. Okay. I need to double check what the fuck this does then. Okay. I would like to take Nihil to the nearest wall using their movement speed, but I guess that would wall that I could walk up.
It would be like the sort of the far. It would be like the far walls.
Far walls.
Yeah, so you'd go
that would
quite a
take
bit of distance.
That would be quite a bit of distance. Never mind. I thought it was a bit more closer. We're not doing that. What we are moving Nihil though. We are going to move Nihil kind of a bit further out. Yeah. For one action.
And as Nihil does attempt to move, the Raven Mother is going to take a reaction. And sort of strike out with the tail.
Can I intercept with my bell?
Yes, you can. Do you need it's a will save, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I think so.
23.
Sorry, I'm trying to read this. Oh, no, it's a fortitude. Oh, wait, one's a will save, one's a fortitude. I will go with the will save, though, since you did it already. What'd you get? A horrible number?
23.
That's what I thought. Okay, have a good time. Have fun. Kill Nihil. Bye.
For a natural 20.
I don't even need to do anything.
And also, unfortunately, it means Nihil can't move.
Now can't move. So Nihil's just still stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
Nick is so cursed.
So this card is called Clocked. It is triple damage, and the target is knocked prone.
Oh shit! You just might kill him.
Aubrey, not again. Not again with the crit card.
So that is 15 times 3.
He's out.
Oh, I thought that was the triple damage.
No.
15 times 3?
45?
That's not the triple? That is
the triple. That is triple.
Okay. But still.
45.
Okay. I went one further by mistake. Okay. That is so much better. Because if it was what I thought it was, you would have outright just killed him. He's still out though, don't worry.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, gone. Nile drops.
Pick if you're not listening to this, so I was gonna say I was sorry, but you're not listening.
Goodness.
I'll tell you I'm sorry in DMs later.
Oh boy, I had a plan. Yep, that's it. At least I get to make rolls for now.
Yep.
Well, do I get okay? But I have a question. Do I get multiple hero points? Like, does Gravewing have a set and Nihil have a set?
We'll say yes. That makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
You can, if you want, just spend Nihil's 1 hero point that they have to stabilize, so you don't have to make any rolls.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stabilize because we're gonna get another hero point soon. I'm looking at the fucking clock.
Yep, you will get one very soon.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Nihil had a very productive turn, and they will move up in initiative to in front of the Raven Mother. And yeah, it's the zombie brute's turn, who is on this giant slab and sort of starts lumbering forward. And we'll have to spend both of his actions to move into combat. Because it's a zombie and it's slow, it's permanently slow, so we only get to 2 actions.
Sucker.
And so, this brings us to the end of round 1. And you all hear the sound of running in the hallway behind you. And emerging from the hallway is Akos with 2 people in tow.
I don't know if that's good or not.
They're unfamiliar to you.
What do you mean unfamiliar? That's clearly Blackwall. I found out that was actual concept art. I thought for years that was fan art. No, that's Blackwall concept art. Someone there was thirsty.
It's fair. But yes, there is 2 people you do not recognize in tow with Akos. Akos has changed out of their prison clothes. They're in sort of these, there's actual leather armor, and on their back they have this segmented scythe. And Akos runs in with these 2 people and says, "Can't believe you started the fight without me. You all move really fast."
I'm so sorry. Tick's actually really cursed because the white-haired anime man. This is what they get for being Italian.
Tick, this is a public apology.
They're never going to hear because they're not going to listen.
Devise all of your hate to Aubrey.
Don't tell them until Tuesday, okay?
Okay. Why Tuesday?
For reasons
Okay.
I'll put in the chat.
And so that will I've rolled their initiative. They are in the thing. And so we start with the Dread Doctor, who is just going to free action drop the Alchemist's Fire.
What if not? What if he
not
didn't do
actually
that?
going to go off? Because it's not actually spending an action to use it. It just doesn't need it right now. It would be very broken if alchemists could just walk up to people and free action drop things.
I don't know how they work. He's a boss. He could do that. I don't know. But you homebrew in here.
And out of sort of with one hand reaches into the coat and is going to slice at Laeth with a knuckle dagger.
Oh, important question for clarification, Aubrey.
Yes.
Is he a higher level than us?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Jesus, that's a natural 20. For a 29.
That's your
No,
third
it doesn't
one.
matter. That's a crit. That's a like double crit.
Mm.
Wait, it's a new round, right? Or no? Or I mean, sorry,
Yes,
hold on.
it's a new round.
Reactions come back on your turn or at the top of the round. I never bloody remember.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So this is just your standard double damage, but Laeth, I need you to make me a fortitude save.
I'm gonna use my hero point. That is a 21.
A 21. You notice a little too late that the blade seems to be coated in something as it pierces into your side. What? You don't get too much of a chance. You're going to take 12 damage.
I'm still up. Let's go.
And so it's 2 actions, and then they are going to spend a third action to move, to put a little distance between you and them. But hey, there's an alchemist fire sitting on the ground. And Yuri, it is now your turn.
It is my turn. Just look at rules really quick. So this creature is a large creature? Or like a step above that? Are
It
they
is a
just
large
like
creature. It is a large
So
creature.
they're just like one size larger than
One
I
size
am.
larger than you.
Beautiful. Eurideux and their state is going to run up to now the new biggest thing in the room. And is going to attempt to grapple this one with they're going to try to take it down with their jaws. Like a ferocious animal, because the jaws have the grapple trait. So I get to use that +1 against. I just had it up. Fortitude save, right? I should know this. I do so much grappling. That is 21
21.
against their fort save. Yes.
That
for
is,
DC.
that is a success.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Eurideux, like now basically like almost on all fours, using their hands to like speed up their momentum, like basically tackles this thing to the ground right next to Laeth, and is going to try to bite harder down with their jaws. Yeah, so that's going to be the -5. Oh, that's such a good number. I wish it was a 20, but it's not. Weapons, I just added it. Lichen jaws, so that's going to be a 22 +8 -3, 23.
A 23
Yeah.
is a critical hit versus this thing.
Hell yeah. My jaws are considered silver. I don't know if that matters for this, but
What type? Is it piercing?
yes, specifically
Okay.
yes, piercing.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's silver won't do anything extra, but
Okay. So is it just double or do I roll twice? I always forget.
double.
Double. So
Roll and
it's
double.
it's a D10. So that is going to be 22 piercing damage as Yuri takes this thing down and the jaws kind of clamp down harder, like being gross. Yeah, Yuri's not going to say anything intelligible, so that's their turn.
Yeah. And we have this cool soldier who will spend their first action to stand. And then we'll turn to you, Gravewing, and is going to just attack twice with its sword. And that is a 17 on the dice for a 28.
Hits, not crits.
So you're going to take 8 damage, and yeah. Oh man, if Nihil was here, that'd be fun. But I'm not going to do that to them when they're not here. And it's just going to attack for a natural 1 for a 7. The card they have is Broken Weapon. As you miss, you hear the sword impact with the stone and snap.
Bro, can Gravewing break it?
Sure, yeah, if you want to do that.
Let's go. It swings. I think Gravewing's scales pop up for a little bit, hardens it, and she's able to just bend the blade and snap it against her forearm. Well, I guess not snap it. It would fully bend, just like it becomes a paperclip.
Yeah, that is its entire turn. We'll come to the ghoul, who spends their first action to move up behind Yuri, and they're going to spend their second action to, attempt to grapple you.
Grapple the person grappling.
Yes, they're essentially going to try to jump on your back.
Okay.
That is how I'm. For a 22.
Ooh, no, I know all my stuff is lowered. Yeah, that succeeds.
Yeah, and is going to sink its fangs into your shoulder. For a 5.
That's a critical fail.
They just can't get through your hide as it just snap.
Yeah. The Yuri's horns usually go back, so the new growth is kind of going back as well.
And we come to the first of your new hopeful allies, Conics, as they are hefting a warhammer, and they're going to spend their first 2 actions to sudden charge at the Raven Mother. Let's go. 14 for a 27. That is going to hit. You hear the sound of bone crunching. For 11 damage. And then they are going to spend an action, their last action, to raise their shield. That'll bring us to Laeth.
Could I squeeze between the brute and the ghoul on the left without tumbling through their space? Like from here to
Yeah, because it's not a space that either of them is in, and neither of them have attack of opportunity. So I would say yes, you can, especially since the brute is currently prone.
Amazing. So Laeth is going to ignore steadfastly ignore the Yuri stag monster and squeeze around these ghouls and give chase to the doctor. He is still off balance, so I will attempt 2 stabby stabs. The first one is a 24.
24 will hit.
And the second one is an 18.
An 18 will not hit.
Okay. Six piercing damage, as I think that Laeth is looking significantly worse for wear, running doggedly after this man. But that is my turn.
Oh, hey, and that'll bring us to Gravewing.
Hello. The one that's in front of me is gonna get Flurry of Blowed. If I remember how much I have to hit. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that's really high. 25.
A 25 will hit.
Nice. Gonna use a hero point on that one. Yucky. Gosh. That's really good. I think that's 24. Yes, 24.
24 will also hit.
Nice. Let's go. Damage. Okay. That will be 17 points of damage total.
17?
Yep, on the one that's still in front of Nihil.
Oh, on the one that's in front of Nihil. Okay.
Yeah.
That it will actually dispatch that one. How do you want to take it out?
So Gravewing bent/broke the weapon, and kind of uses that momentum to punch the ghoul real hard in the face, so hard that they spin once, and then Gravewing's able to just lock it with her elbow and just straight up snap the neck, kind of with using her whole body to kind of spin, so that way I can get into dragon stance for my next action, kind of full momentum spin. Now I got a tail and I have Titan Wrestler. So the Raven mother is going to get grappled. Or well, there will be an attempt made. Athletics, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Fuck you, nat 20. You're grappled.
You have definitely grappled the Raven Mother.
Have y'all seen that picture of the snake and the bird?
Yep.
Exact same imagery as Gravewing kind of pushes herself up, uses her entire tail and body to just wrap to keep the Raven Mother grappled. I think she's able to like grab one wing and like get it tangled with its against its own body. Arms are being grabbed, and kind of similarly to the previous ghoul that was just dispatched, we're using the elbow lock around the neck area. Yeah.
keeping. I think Gravewing has like a little either like a thicker leather or whatever around one of the arms in particular, and I think that is the one that is being the closest kept towards where a mouth would be on a head, and that is like precaution on maybe if I get bitten kind of vibes, but also that is allegedly if this thing has a mouth. I don't know, what do you have? You got a veil and shit. It could be anything under there. But yeah, that's my whole turn.
Okay. And that'll bring us to one of the ghouls, and they will spend their first action to take a 5-foot step to put Yuri in flanking.
Thanks. You shouldn't have.
And they are going to strike out with their claws twice. For the first one is a 22.
Regular hit.
All right, roll me a fortitude save.
Fuck. 25.
You will take 1 slashing damage.
Beautiful.
And then I don't think a 13 is going to hit you.
Even when flanked, it will not.
Yeah. All right, and then that's its turn. Alistair, it is your turn.
Yeah, that also has to do with the order I do things in. Because I do not like there's nothing I could do. I don't want to leave Nihil just sitting there in front of that evil looking thing. Unconscious. Might get eaten, which would be an ironic fate. So first I'm going to devise a stratagem on our Raven person. 13 should do it. I'm not gonna do another recall knowledge. And then I will shoot. That's a 23 to hit.
A 23 will hit.
And that is for 7 damage. And I will release my crossbow with one hand. Well, I mean, I guess you have to reload it with... Anyway, regardless of how you think about the hands, it'll end up being the same either way. And I will yoink Nihil behind me just to get them out of the way and make sure like they don't become ghoul feed.
That's something hilarious about the smallest person in the party yoinking the tallest person in the party.
Yeah, I was going to do it either way. I did have this funny mental image of failing the athletics check. But
how much do you?
You don't heal. It's you're moved.
Oh, okay, yeah, nothing happened. Okay, that I was confused for a little bit for Nihil.
Yeah, repositioning to get Nihil out of the way.
And it is Akos's turn. Akos pulls off the segmented scythe from their back and unfurls it. And for their second action, they're going to start whistling and cast Inspire Courage. With the lingering composition.
Let's fucking go.
Alt leaders gotta be bards, y'all. I miss you, Lou. I miss you, Inspire Courage. I miss you every fucking day.
Put it right there. So everybody's going to get that +1 to all of their stuff and roll their performance check. Yeah, it'll keep going for 2 rounds. And then they will spend their last action to move up behind the Raven Mother as you all feel a little bolstered by their song. Sort of whistling a classic sea shanty. And it'll bring us to a ghoul's turn. And this one is going to spend an action to put Laeth into flank.
Okay, so for the ghouls are lower level than us, right?
Ghouls are
Or
lower
our
level, yes. Ghouls are lower
Okay,
level.
so I am flanked to the ghoul, but I am not flanked to Talis because I have deny advantage.
Okay. And second action, strike out with its claws for a 22.
Wait, if it meets, it beats, so it would still hit me. Fuck. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Take 2 damage.
Okay.
We're gonna just try one more time to, yeah, that's an 8. It's a critical miss, but it's not a 1, so I don't draw a card. And that is their turn. It is Niall's turn. They're taking a nap.
Yeah, that's all I can do, right?
Yeah, that's about all they can do until someone heals them. So it is now the Raven Mother's turn. And the Raven Mother is going to spend her first action to take an athletics check versus they're going to attempt to escape.
What is it against?
And escape is versus your athletics DC.
Okay. And that's like just 10 to my modifier, right? So it's 20.
They got a 24. So they will manage to they just sort of flap their wings and in this gust of wind sort of use it to make you take a step back.
I have no feet.
Or a slither
So
back.
a slither, yeah. I just wiggle off.
And so escape does count as an attack action, so they will be attacking with their claws at a penalty. And so Gravewing, this is a 24 to hit you.
Yeah, it will hit.
All right. For 18 damage.
Jesus. Yeah, that hurts.
And they are going to spend their last action to turn the table on you and wrap their bird-like talons around you, and you are now grabbed.
Oh, there's no... Okay.
Yeah. And that is their turn. Lou, it is now your turn.
Right. All right. We got a lot of stuff happening here. Question 1. Do I have to move to heal Nihil?
No, you're within 5 feet.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if the diagonal made things any funky. I don't know what that sentence was. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm gonna do battle medicine here, using my healer's toolkit and my 6 medicine. As per usual, I will be using a hero point for this roll. Much better, much better. Okay, that's gonna be a 19, maybe +1. That's inspired courage.
Not for inspired courage. That's just attacks and damage. But 19 is success,
confuse
so
them all the
it's
time.
2d8.
2d8. Hold on one moment. Thank you. Okay, 2d8. 2d8. I have 8s. I can roll 2d8. 5. So Nihil is healed 5, as Lou does the usual panic as she tries to go through the healer's kit. I think every time it is that she's pulling out like a little instructional booklet that came with the kit, and she's just like rifling through trying to find what applies. And she always flips to the wrong page every time, so that's why I'm always using my hero points on these rolls. But yes, she does rouse them. I think by also calling to Schism, who she doesn't know outright is the second person, but has strongly suspected it. Okay, please wake up, please. That would be really wonderful right now because everything is terrible. And good. Oh, look, there you are. Where on the map?
Mm-hmm.
First question: can anybody use Alchemist Fire once it's been assembled?
Yes.
Where on the map would that fire be at the moment?
Literally right by Yuri's feet.
My little handy dandy. I can reach that. Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah. Yep. Lou's gonna be brave and foolish at the same time. And she's going to run and then, I don't know, baseball slide under the Raven Mother and try to go past her to get to that thing. I don't know if I can go like around by Gravewing and still reach it. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk really fast. Or if I have to go directly under.
If you want to go directly there, you will have to move through the Raven Mother's space, and that will be a tumble through.
Okay, I think in order to reach it, unless you think I can reach it by going along the line that Gravewing is on, I'm just guessing at the location a little bit here. So if following that line will get me there within reach of it, then I'll go that way.
You do your movement is 30 feet.
I think it's 25. 25 standard, right?
I would take you right there.
Which is that within grabbing range, or do I have to be on the same thing?
You have to be within 5 feet of it, so you'd have to be up by like right next to Yuri.
Blast.
Which is 30 feet.
All right, so no matter what, I can't use it this turn.
Yeah.
Blast. Then there's no point going after it. Because too much is going to happen beforehand. Maybe I should... Well, no, I should have healed now no matter what. Okay, That ruins my plan a little bit. Ah, shoot, I gotta do this fast. Sorry, I'm bleeding. Don't worry about it. I'm having a nosebleed. It's fine. 5 was the answer to the healing question. I guess I'm just gonna throw a card at it, but then what? Shoot.
So you've got 2 actions. You could definitely get most of the way there and throw a card still.
I know, I was gonna throw fire, but Yuri's gonna yell at me if I actually run over there and then throw a card, but I could throw a card from here.
You can't yell, he's a monster.
Exactly.
We're ignoring that
Theoretically,
feature.
that is all they could do. Yell.
That's true. Stag noises.
Yeah, you don't know what they're saying. They could be saying, nice one. Good
job. Great.
Proud of you.
I am gonna just I'm just gonna throw a card at the Raven Mother, because even if I run past and don't go through her space, she's probably still gonna try to attack with that tail.
She's got a reaction.
I know she does. That's why. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw a card, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do for a third action. Nope, screw it. Whatever. I'm gonna run over there and pick it up. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna run over and pick it up. Maybe.
Okay. She's going to attack with the tail.
Yeah.
For a 3 on the dice for a 16.
That's exactly my AC. How about that? Unless
you
it got
will-
boosted, but I don't think so.
Not the AC,
I didn't think so.
but and you will take 9 slashing damage.
Am I stopped?
No, because it's not a critical hit.
Oh, 1 second. The alchemist fire is 30 feet away.
Yes.
I can get it from here. I have a cantrip card. And if I recall correctly, this is not one of the ones that Laeth has. Because you do not have telekinetic hand, right?
Correct.
And that's 30 feet. And that's 2 actions. So I can get that without moving. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
you're
said
good.
I was doing that.
We will rewind that. And the Raven Mother did not attack you. I don't know what
Sorry.
you're talking about. You're good.
That's what I thought. I just remembered it like as I was taking that damage. Yeah, it's gonna go and grab the thing. It can
Yeah.
move. It can move an object. Can it activate an object?
I would say the thing is already activated, so it just needs to be thrown.
Can I throw it?
Sure.
I'd like to
I'll
throw
allow
it
that.
at the big zombie, so that Yuri only takes splash damage.
Yeah.
Instead of the main situation.
Yeah. Roll. It's kind of the same thing would be to throw a card. It uses the same
Okay.
stats, so just roll that.
Get in that tray. Blast. That's only a 12.
A 12. Because this thing is prone, that is a hit.
Oh!
It is big and clumsy. It's not hard to hit.
Amazing. Yeah, Lou bumbles in place for a minute, starts to run, changes her mind, remembers the cantrip deck, pulls it out, grabs the first card off the deck with like a heart of the cards moment, doesn't even look at what it is, just pulls it up, rips it in half, and exactly what she needs, like wraps around her hand, and this telekinetic hand shoots out, picks up the vial, and then chucks it badly because she's like falling as she throws it way on the other side of the room, and then it hits the brood. I guess.
Yeah. Roll 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, I rolled great. That's gonna be 14.
14. So they will take 14 damage. Yuri, you will take 2 fire splash damage.
Okay.
And this one is also going to take 2 persistent fire damage.
Good.
Is Lou all up in my personal space intentionally, or did you move back to the wrong square?
Oh, I might have bumped it on accident doing something else. Sorry.
Was that your turn?
That was my turn.
Okay. We see the other new mysterious person, this woman with a scar on her face. She has a short bow in hand and is going to spend her first action to move up so she can get a better line of sight on this. And she is going to take a couple of shots at the ghouls that are on Yuri. Okay, the first attack is a 21 for 6 damage. And she's going to just turn around and do it again. Unfortunately, a 5 is going to miss, and it sort of just sails a little high, but she readies another arrow to go when she gets a chance, and we're gonna see one of the other soldiers. This one is still right next to you, Gravewing, and is going to... You are grabbed. So it starts to speak in Necrol. And I need you to make me a will save.
What the fuck? Okay. That's new. 18.
You manage to shake it off, and you're relatively sure you're fine.
That's the scariest thing that's actually happened in this combat. That's all I'm going to say. Everything else, the things that didn't speak before started speaking.
And then it's just going to hit you twice with its claws. For a 29 for the first hit.
Doesn't crit, but it hits.
All right, even though you are grabbed?
Oh, I am grabbed. Then that would become a crit. Right?
Yeah, it would reduce your AC by 2 because you'd be considered flat-footed.
Yeah,
Or
then it's
off
a
guard.
crit. What? Wait a minute. Reduce my AC by 2. Yeah.
So take 12 slashing
down.
damage. Yeah, you are... This one takes you down with a claw to the gut, and you are limp in this Raven Mother's grasp. And then this one will spend its last action to go visit Yuri. And it is now the zombie brute's turn. And they will spend their first action to stand up. And then they will strike at you, Yuri.
They're grappled.
Oh yeah, they have to do that. Yeah.
Escape artist check.
Does a 17 beat your reflex, your athletics DC?
Athletics DC, it does not.
All right. So I'll just do that, and then it's still going to make an attack at you.
That's fair.
For a 26.
Oh, yeah, that hits. That hits. No crit, but it hits. Wait. I'm flanked, technically, correct? Off guard?
Not because you have this one grabbed, but you are not flanked to this. You are flanked to the ghouls that have you flanked. Because you have this one crit, it can't count as a can't count with the ghoul soldier for making you flanked to it.
Cool.
So you take 12 damage.
Ow. Is that? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh dear. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just read something now. Fine. It's fine. I'm still up.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's future problems.
And here we find ourselves at the beginning of the third round, and I think this is where we shall end it for this episode. As we come back, and several of the people are up and down. A lot of people looking not great. Will you all be able to triumph against the Dread Doctor? We shall see. Join us next week. Who wants to take us out?
That's me. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, think about supporting us on Patreon. If not, leave a review. Reviews go a long way. We need many. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, y'all. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Review or we die.
Review or we die.
Tyrant of the dark side, where's my love? dark behold.